One foggy night, during a full moon, a friend and I decided to go on a moonlit adventure. We were going to explore an abandoned old mansion on the edge of town. My friend had visited this gloomy location a few times already without me. He described it as a decrepit 2-story house with a basement and an attic, with each floor still filled with dusty furniture, discarded belongings, and abandoned secrets. As it was being described to me, I decided I wanted to check it out. It was around 11 p.m. that night that my friend and I decided to go. We felt this weird attraction to the house. I don't know why or how to explain it. It just felt like something simply wanted us there. On the way there, we started talking about creepy stuff like portals, or what if when we were in the house, the door slammed shut and locked us in. We finally arrived at the narrow, long driveway, which in itself was creepy. The fog was so thick you could barely see around you. The fields surrounding the house looked as if they were almost glowing because the fog was so thick and white from the full moon. We made our way up the long, narrow driveway and around to the back side of the house. I had a sense that someone was watching me, but I was so intrigued at how astonishingly creepy yet beautiful the house was. We made our way to the back porch where the doors were oddly already opened, as if someone was just inviting us in. The porch's floorboards groaned under our steps, and the sound seemed to travel ahead into the darkness of the house, echoing there in announcement of our arrival. Right as we were crossing the threshold, we heard a terrible noise from inside. From far back, deep inside the house, came a terrible, heavy movement. I can only describe it as something large, terribly large, was charging through the house, crashing past furniture, slamming and smashing into anything in its path to get to us. I panicked. I turned and I ran back to the car, praying that my friend was behind me as I fled down the long driveway. Once at the safety of our car, I turned, instantly relieved to see my friend joining me. The driveway behind him was empty of everything but the full moonlight. Still creeped out, as we drove away, I envisioned someone behind me. Not physically, but mentally envisioned a man. In my mind's eye, I saw a tall man, grayish beard, grayish hair, long-sleeved dark blue striped shirt and jeans. He was standing there on the back porch, just watching us drive away. In my mind's eye, he stood there motionless, expressionless, and had a blank, slightly disturbing look on his face. He looked kind of mad. I didn't say anything to my friend until we had gotten back to the house. When I told him, he looked at me in disbelief and said, "There's no way. There's a picture in the attic of a man exactly like you described." He had been in the house before, and I had no reason to think he was lying to me. Still, I'm in disbelief. But who was that man? What's the history of that house? And what happened there? My friend had been there many times, but never on a full moon. If I ever go back, it won't be while the moon is full.